The Less 5150 podcast begins now. Hey, good morning. It's Tuesday, August 23rd, 2016. Hope everybody's had a great weekend over the last few days. Great Monday, kicking off the week right with the Less 5150 podcast. I'm glad you guys are here, whether you're listening to me on SoundCloud, YouTube, or iTunes. Thank you so much. And let's jump right into it. First thing I want to talk about, Metallica, new song. Came out last Thursday. Hardwired. That's the name of the song. Pretty good. It's off the new album coming out. I don't remember when that album's coming out. Let me, you figure, hey Les, why don't you take better notes? And you know what? I did have notes. I just didn't write down the release date on that particular album. So it's easy to pull it up right here. No problem whatsoever. The new album, though, is called Hardwired to Self-Destruct. It's a 3-disc set. It's a lot of songs, honestly, a lot of songs. And Hardwired reminds me of old Metallica around like Injustice for All days, maybe before Injustice. It's pretty good, though. I mean, it's not like Metallica. Like it's a little bit. Well, I guess it could be Death Magnetic. It would be something maybe on Death Magnetic. By the way, that album comes out November 18th of this year, 2016. So, yeah, it has that, that old school, get in the gym, lift weights, clinging and banging Metallica sound to it. It don't remind me of anything off the Black Album, honestly. The Black Album, to me, is one of my favorite Metallica CDs. And people, diehard Metallica fans, laugh at me when I say that. But I think that album is just well done. My favorite song, Wolf Misery. Love that song. Plenty of times I've worked out to that album. Well, except for some of the slower slower songs. I was about to say ballad, but it's not really a ballad. Some of the slower stuff off that Black Album, but, and I wasn't against Load and Reload. I just thought it was a different direction. Metallica tried something different. And maybe they should have called it something different, like, James Hetfield's side project with Metallica. Or, I don't know, because I look at it and go, okay, I understand when Metallica fans got mad because those two they didn't sound like previous Metallica albums, but you can't blame somebody for wanting to try something different, man. I mean, you can't hate on somebody for wanting to try something different, but we hold artists and sports athletes and, put them on a special pedestal, and they do something we don't like, and they are the public enemy number one. All right. What else happened in music? Well, last week Frank Ocean dropped a new CD called Blonde. I haven't listened to it. I'll be honest, and I probably won't listen to it unless I'm with somebody and I'm hearing a song or something. I'm like, who's that? And that's off the new Frank Ocean CD. And I'll check it out. But I have nothing against the guy. He's a great artist. I just not into his style of music. So, but anyway, that new CD came out last week. It's getting pretty good reviews from what I've read. One CD that I did listen to, continue music trend here this morning, Suicide Squad soundtrack. Really good. It's got a little bit of old stuff. It's got some old school rock. It's got some new stuff, new hip hop. It's got a little bit of everything from the movie. I love the movie. When I was watching, I looked at my wife and I was like, I love the music in this movie. It just fit the movie. There was one called Purple Lamborghini when Joker and Harley Quinn are riding around. That song fits. I don't know, of course it's called Purple Lamborghini and they're driving a purple Lamborghini, but that song just fits that scene perfectly. It's great. A lot of good soundtracks that I've loved over the years. Judgment Night soundtrack's one that I actually loved. So yeah, and I was looking at the music list going, what else is coming out that I'm looking forward to this year? And I don't really see anything. There is one I'm expecting maybe in the next year or two, and that's a new Guns N' Roses album because they're back together and on tour. I would expect them to do a new album. Maybe not. Maybe they will. Maybe they won't. I don't know. It took them a long time to do Chinese Democracy from the spaghetti incident to, if he covered, well, the spaghetti incident was covers, but still they had to record it. And there was a long time before Chinese Democracy came out, but apparently they had been recording that album. Let me rephrase that. Axl had been recording that album for a long time, and then it came out. Speaking of a long time coming out, back to Metallica. I just thought about this. Was talking about Hardwired. Listened to the new song Hardwired with the wife the other day because she likes Metallica. And the 8-year-old was like, "Who's Metallica?" And I'm like, "What?" And I was like, "Oh, wait a minute." I was like, you weren't even born the last time an album came out by them, because Death Magnetic came out in 2008. She was born in 2008. I don't even think, well, because I think the album came out before she was born, I think. No, it came out shortly after she was born. So, nonetheless, she was just a tiny thing. She was basically, she was a baby when when Death Magnetic came out. So, golly, now I feel old. It's like, that was 8 years ago. Man, you know what? 8 years, a 3 CD album. That better be a good album. Better have a lot of good stuff on it. I imagine it would. Metallica really ain't putting up. Well, there was that one album that just escapes my mind. Oh, that album was garbage. It's so bad that I forced to forget it because I bought it the day it came out. And oh god, it just everything in that album sounded bad, man. I can't even remember the name of that album. You know, it was that bad. It was that bad. I don't even want to think of it, to be honest with you. You know what I'm talking about. Saint Anger. Come on. Try to forget that album, and it just popped in my head. That album gives me nightmares. And, I think everybody's trying to erase that album out of their memory. Anyway, so what else we got going on? Let's switch over to a funny video real quick. Something I wanted to share with you guys. I don't have a link, or I would share it with you guys. But if you search it, I couldn't really find it. I only spent like a minute looking, to be honest with you. But I watched it on Inside. It's a video of state troopers lip syncing Grease while they're driving around a golf cart at the state fair. It's pretty funny. It's pretty funny, honestly. It's like 4 state troopers in this golf cart, and they're lip syncing the Grease while they're driving around. And they got a bunch of other videos and stuff they did that week while they were at the state fair. It's good stuff. Good stuff. You need a laugh or two while you're at work or, at home. You don't have nothing to do. Pull it up. It's a video. Just look up State Troopers lip syncing Grease. I'm sure it'll come up. Matter of fact, I'll see if I can find it later. Include it edit it into the YouTube page. Check back later on YouTube. I'll put a little update asterisk on there if I find it. Correction real quick. I got to make a correction on one of my earlier podcasts. I said that I was talking about listening to music on Xbox One. With the new update, you could listen to background music. I said you couldn't do it. Maybe it was an update because I had tried. I was messing around with the Pandora app. I didn't know. I misunderstood. The Pandora will be available later. But right now you can listen to music while you play games in the background. But you have to use Groove Music, or you have to download a little music player. It's one of the popular things on the App Store on Xbox One. But you can listen to your music from a USB stick. And on the Groove, the cool thing is, for you iTunes users, you can download your iTunes playlist to Groove, and you can listen to that while you're playing games and stuff, and listen to your own music. So that's pretty cool. I just wanted to go back and correct that. I discovered it last night. I'm like, okay, that's an error. I want to own up to my mistake. So that's my fault. Sorry, but we corrected it now. A few episodes later, we got it straightened out. By the way, episode 6, man. And we're doing pretty good on the podcast. I'm actually excited to do this. I look forward to doing this. Extra researching, trying to find out stuff, and all that goody. By the way, today's August 23rd. I know I said that at the beginning of the podcast, but you know what that means? It's Madden Day. Madden comes out today. Or it came out last night at midnight. And that the other game, Deus Ex, I think I'm saying that right, came out. I don't know. The game just doesn't look too appealing to me, but nonetheless, it's out today as well. Hey, and it's that time of year, man. It's video game season. You know what that means. Video games playing like damn every week. I think September 13th, there's like 5 or 6 video games coming out, and I was like, there is just no way in hell I'm buying all those games in one day. Like, why do they do that? First of all, you know they're coming up onto the holiday season. Why would you release 5 video games in one day? I mean, I don't know. Anyway, hey, let's switch over to something big that's going to be happening starting Friday, August 26th. It's the first college football game of the season on ESPN. It's Hawaii versus California, 10 p.m. Hawaii versus California this Friday, kickoff of the college football season. So you go Friday, August 21st, Hawaii versus California on ESPN, and then you go, the next set of games is Thursday, September 1st. And you got everybody from Central Michigan to the South Carolina Gamecocks, to South Dakota, Appalachian State, Tennessee, New Mexico. UNLV is playing on Thursday, September 1st. Now, none of those guys I just mentioned are really playing each other. I was just kind of naming out names. But yeah, college football season starts this Friday. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, it's been a long off season, and football is back. You also know what that means? NFL season's right around the corner. I'm so excited. My Denver Broncos get to defend their world championship. I don't know. Everybody's like, you guys don't have a quarterback. We didn't really have one last year. No offense to Peyton Manning. I love the guy, but he was just kind of there. I mean, listen, the guy had a wonderful career. I applaud him. I applaud the hell out of that guy. He's one of the nicest dudes I ever seen interviewed, doing interviews and off the field, on the field, nicest guy ever. But anyway, new year starting, new quarterback. Don't know who it's going to be at this point. It'll be a long season, I hope, because I hate it when football ends. I'm going to take one game at a time and enjoy every game because I hate it when there's no football. I really do. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to wrap up episode 6 of the podcast. Thank you guys so much. Hey, why don't you stop by Twitch? Twitch.tv/Les5150EVH. And, of course, if you're listening to me on iTunes, you already subscribe, I hope. And for you Android users and listening to me on SoundCloud or YouTube, thank you so much. You guys and girls have a wonderful day. We'll see you Friday. Till then, you stay cool. I'll see you Les5150. We'll see you. Bye-bye.